I really want us to check and inspect to make sure where we're at, right? Not only within our team, but ourselves in terms of where we're at, in terms of fixed mindset and growth mindset. Because every one of us has the ability and capability to grow, right? But if our mindset is stuck on complacency and stuck on, past achievement and just trying to hit that, we're never going to break the boundaries, right? Not to say that we're there. I just want to really share with you guys this topic because the ideal is growth, and we want to attract people that are growth minded to our business. So with that, I want to share a video about this renowned writer and really great influencer in terms of in the educational field. She wrote a book about fixed mindset and growth mindsets, and it's shaped the way great teachers in the nation even perceive and train and develop kids, right? And not that our reps are kids, but we are to some degree a teacher, right? We're teaching people growth mindset, we're teaching entrepreneurship, we're teaching leadership. So we have to understand how to cultivate and help our people grow the right way. Does that make sense? We tend to have like this mold of an image of what we think is going to be guys that make it in this business, right? And I think that's an hallucination because, it's not one type, right? If you just look at the partners right now, in our business, are we one mold? Am I the same as Stefan versus Andy versus Gio or Steven, right? Are we the same like Dre or Danny? Kevin and David? We're all different, right? All start from different backgrounds. Some of us came from, couldn't get a job at McDonald's, while others came from a six-figures corporate job, right? Others couldn't get a job at Walmart, right? And then others, didn't want to go to college, so they want to test themselves and see if they can make it to entrepreneurship. But there's one key element that I believe and that I see that each and every one of our partners have. What do you think that is?
Growth mindset.
The growth mindset, not yet, right? I thought it was pretty simple when she says, associate failures and difficulty as not yet, right? So when we hit like a roadblock, instead of feeling like we can't achieve, we're like, not yet. I just got to work harder, right? We're trying to build a team, and it's not hitting. People's quitting on us left and right? And we're finding ourselves morally kind of somewhat defeated, right? Just remember, it's just not yet, right? Look at the challenges and obstacles that we face as not yet. Right, I think it's a very simple message, but it's very powerful. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think this is something that we should instill in our new people, like as they're failing and things like that, instead of being so, so stuck on the scoreboard. Not that the scoreboard is bad, but it's not everything, right? The fact is, the only scoreboard that they have to care about is, I'm at 1 right now, how do I get to 2, right? I'm at 2 right now, how do I get to 3? I can't get this customer right now, well, I gotta figure out to get this customer next time, right? From our perspective, guys, our new people is our kind of, is our scoreboard, right? Like I mentioned, my focus is recruiting and installation. So I'm talking about recruiting right now. We're gonna pump up recruiting. Last week was pretty awesome. We doubled our recruiting headcount, the amount of people that shows in orientations. And that's a good testament to you guys. What I've learned that really helped me propel this business to the next level is looking at reps as almost like a cell, but a much more important cell, right? So before, I would just look for the right mold, right? The type of people that's kind of smell like me, look like me, think like me, that I can relate to, right? And those are the people that I would train, right? And just like some of you guys, at first, we run across customers and we think, okay, this is a customer I can get, right? And we start attacking those customers. And at one point, you're like, you know what? Let me challenge myself to see if I can get this other type of customers, right? Now, I want you guys to look at that the same way when it comes to new people, right? It's not just that one mold. It's proven that Partners comes in different shape, size, and mentality, and even background. Wouldn't you guys agree? Right? So let's not be so rigid in terms of thinking like there's one mold that will fit partnership. At the end of the day, the only thing that really fits when it comes to partnership mentality is the growth mindset. This idea that it's not yet, I can overcome. Right? So when you find someone that freaking get really excited when they failed, right? How many of you guys ever experienced those people when you're training someone and then like they failed or they get rejected by a customer? You think they're gonna be like wanting to go to a car, but instead they walk faster, right? Or they're like asking you 10 more questions, right? You should be excited about that individual because that individual is gonna freaking be your right or left hand man. So look for that. Does that make sense? How many of you guys have someone like that now in your team? Oh, I'm excited for you, Joseph. There we go, Jonathan, Kevin. Right, those are the people that you want, not so much the one that look polished right away or supposedly sound intelligent. I want you guys to look at that because from my experience, those people that has that mindset of like, not yet, I'm gonna face challenges and I'm gonna grow, tend to make it, no matter how, they may not fit the mold at the time, right? Cool. Yeah, so I want to, get some more insight from, other DAC members like Steven and Stefan, Andy and Gio, in terms of this message and this ideal. If you guys have any insight or something to add, please do.
Yeah, I think this is super relevant to our business, Ken. I mean, if all of you guys saw me 8 years ago in this business, you guys would really laugh at the potential I had. I had no communication skills. I didn't know how to wear a proper shirt. I was wearing my button-up shirt all the way up here, and Ken had to tell me, put 2 buttons down, brother. Like, you got to relax. And I would go to customers and just stutter my ass off. It would be 73 degrees, but I'm sweating. And customers are like, what's going on with you? Like, are you really selling AT&T or are you trying to do something else? Because, man, I was just so embarrassed and nervous. And I couldn't even hold a conversation with anybody. But persistence and having faith and having determination and having a coach like Ken that believed in me allowed me to have a growth mindset. So with any quality that has like this growth mindset of like faith, determination, and just perseverance, I think we can work with individuals like that. And I see a lot of you guys here on this call that developed yourself, right, from a growth mindset, and you guys are now team leaders, and now partners. So, we have a lot of great people that start in our business, and we just got to see and believe that they can do it. And I'm sure that they'll become the team leader that we want them to be. But a lot of times we're like, man, we don't have the patience for it. It's becoming difficult, and we're like, let me find another new guy. And then we lose out on this potential person that can be a team leader partner. So that was just my testimony, Ken. Just wanted to share that.
Awesome. Thank you, Andy.
I mean, everyone said, everything, they put it, in perspective, and it's the truth. We know the type of characteristics we should be seeking and looking for. And I just feel in this business, in the entrepreneurial arena, it's imperative that you have that growth mindset, because you won't grow, you won't go anywhere. So I agree with everything that everyone else has been saying. It's so true. And I think that it is a common denominator with pretty much everyone here on this call, So yeah, if we take this and keep that in mind as we're developing people, I think like Steven just said, we won't miss out on, and Andy said, we won't miss out on people that, are potential partners and can do very well in this business. So I just second everything that everyone else is saying. I agree.
Right. That's awesome. So just remember, guys, that we're not after, not that we're not, it's just that the ideal salespeople that we are now, just remember what we are now wasn't what we were a year or two ago. So just keep that in mind when you're dealing with new people, because a lot of times we just want somebody that's just polished now and not have to like deal with teaching them how to maintain their attitude or teaching them, certain sales skills or verbiage and things like that. I truly believe that in this business, what I love about it most is that if I can do it, anybody can. Right? I truly believe that, and I was not the typical salesperson. Right? I was horrible at public speaking, like so horrible. I would sweat, and my ears just like feel like I was on fire every time I speak. And it'll be like 60 degrees, but you see me sweating, right, when I speak in public, right? So, and to see, us now is what we do for a living. It's pretty awesome. When I see people that I've dealt with, like Andy, Steven, well, every one of you guys and seeing you guys grow, just remember that, right? So be patient with a new person, and just remember that. I look at a new person in quite a different light. I actually like the bigger the challenge. I think that if someone has a bigger obstacle, like for example, no car, or they don't have salesmanship or skills, or they've never done sales before, I get really excited about those individuals, especially if they have work ethic and drive. Do you know why?
Because the rest we could teach, right?
Yes, the rest we can teach, and most importantly, if I can teach that and I can get them to the next level, what do you think happened?
Their loyalty.
Yes. I think the most important thing in our business is commitment and loyalty, man. It's like, it's tiring sometimes to chase after that, whatever, right? UCLA grad and things like that, right? Because they have so much like options and things. And I was reading this, the book, Be Entrepreneur, talks about how it's so important to like find people that's fresh, that you can train and mold, because once they buy into the process and buy into you as the leader, you have somebody great and you can build foundation from that. And I thought, how true, right? Because if somebody already have past experience and past knowledge, they already know what they know, and it's hard to sometimes change that, right? A rep that used to have like a success in car sales, for example, it's really hard to kind of get him to understand our system, and he'll fight you all the way because he thinks he knows it best. Does that make sense? Versus a new person that's fresh, that's just commitment driven and have work ethic. I can work with that individual all day. And sometimes I think, no car, perfect. You can't find another job anyway. So I can just get you successful. You can meet me here, right, every single day, and if you freaking on time, I'll work with you, right, because I got you. Gio, you were patiently raising your hand, sir.
Yeah, it was regarding our last topic, but I think it's so important to maintain a growth mindset. It's gonna be challenging. You're gonna build a routine. There's going to be things that, keep you at the same level for a period of time, and you got to still maintain that growth mindset and look at life as an opportunity.
Yes. So, going back to Joseph's comment about college grad, not against it. I am one too, right? Not to say that it's a bad thing. My point is, college grad, of course, they have all the experience. They pass college, so it shows commitment, right? Of course, they're very articulate. That's a come up, right? So it's different process. I guess I'm speaking on the non-college grad because I feel like some of us are so selective in terms of who can be on our team that they disqualify too early, right? So my point is, even if someone doesn't seem like they fit the mold, so long as they have certain mental attribute, like that not jet mentality, you work with them. And so that's my point. So I want to make sure that that's conveyed correctly. Not discriminate against one or another, right? It's just that I feel like right now the people, I'm seeing a lot of momentum, and this is how I judge momentum: is how many raving fans do we have? What I mean by raving fans, people in the company that's super excited are referring and attracting other people to the business, right? Jonathan attracted his brother, right? There's other people right now that's referring your friends and things. That's awesome. That shows that we're doing the right thing, right? So all you need to focus on is making sure that the people that we have love the business, are making money, and the rest will follow, right? And that starts with us always remember that where we are now it's not yet, right? Don't get discouraged by the failures of training or whatever is going on. Just remember that just means not yet, right? And just keep focusing on our goals. And, you know, I guess I'm talking about faith in people here, right? Because if Stefan didn't have faith in me and my mentors didn't have faith in me, we wouldn't be here, right? And I think that goes for each and every one of you guys in this business, right? Some of you guys have talent and come to sell, so that's natural for you, but then you are weak in leadership, so maybe compassion or empathy or whatnot, and you're growing in that area. So we all start a little differently, but the one main idea that we must have that will get us to the next level and the level beyond that is what, guys?
Growth mindset.
Growth mindset. And this idea that if we fail, it just means what?
It's not yet.
Not yet. Exactly. Cool. That's the message for the day, guys.